What's your name and who are you here with?
My name is Guilbeault. I'm the Deputy Director for Equiterre, a Canadian NGO.
Great. And could you tell us a little bit about it's early morning on what's supposed to be the last day of the Doha Climate Change Conference. What's the mood? What's happening?
To some extent, there's a bit of sense of chaos here because on one very important track of negotiation, the Rio Convention, what's called here the long-term cooperative action, it's Friday morning and ministers haven't sat down together to talk about this. There are 53 outstanding issues in that text and it hasn't gone to ministers yet, which is a bit mind-blowing. I mean, there's some people who are questioning the wisdom of the Qatari presidency in terms of how this meeting is being conducted. We're not pointing fingers, but we're just trying to understand what's the game plan here. On some fronts, it is moving in the right direction. Like it seems like we will come out of Qatar with a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, and probably a decent one. It won't be everything we wanted in terms of how ambitious it should be, and some of the loopholes probably won't be closed, and we'll have to live to fight another day on these ones, but it would be a very positive step. A number of countries, mainly European countries, have started coming out with pledges for financial support for developing countries to adapt to climate change and to develop in a way, in a less carbon intensive way than countries like Canada and the US and Japan have done over the past few decades. This is really encouraging, but it's great that some countries are doing it. We need all developed countries to be doing it. We need the United States of America on board on this. We need Canada, we need Japan. It's kind of amazing that, financially Europe is not doing so great right now, yet the countries that are coming forward are Britain, Germany, France, and Canada's been bragging about how well their economy has weathered that economic downturn, and yet we're not willing to step up to the plate and help the poorest of the poor to deal with the problem we created. It wasn't them.
And so what do you see today? Obviously, a lot of open questions, some motion, and then some big challenges. And what do you see happening throughout the day? How do you think things could play out?
I think, one thing that will be in high demand today here is caffeine, because we will probably be going through the night and into tomorrow morning. There's too many things to do. It's highly unlikely we'll be able to resolve everything. In theory, the meeting is supposed to stop at 5. I think it won't happen. So, we're hoping that ministers will understand what is happening here. We had the representative of the Philippines yesterday make a very passionate statement about the fact that we needed to act here and now, because if we don't do it here and we don't do it now, then when and where? This is the place where we need to start taking our responsibilities collectively and say, okay, we need to get on. We have enough scientific evidence. Even the World Bank is saying, hey guys, hold on a second, there's a problem. When the World Bank is starting to tell our governments that we're heading into a wall, who can ignore that? It's not just environmental organization, it's not just development organization, it's not just the United Nations. Even traditionally very conservative organization and economically oriented organization like the World Bank are saying we need to take action, and we need to do it now.
Thanks very much.
My pleasure.